This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
Earlier this morning, Shaun and I got the opportunity to catch up with, she's just become such a legend. Her website is Recipe Tin Eats, which has got recipes, more recipes than you can poke a stick at, and they're all amazing.
They really are.
She's got one cookbook out already. She's got another one coming, and she's on MasterChef tonight. She's so good. Hear our chat with Nagi Mayhashi.
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're
Good.
Very excited to talk to you because you are one of my favourites, I've got to say.
Oh, thank you.
You
I'm
make
very
your
glad.
recipes all the time, got the book. I'm fully indoctrinated and love your dog, so I'm on board in every respect.
Oh, thank you. Very flattered.
Yeah, Nagi, it's been amazing. I was looking into you yesterday. Nat actually put me on to you recently. So I cooked a pork stir fry. It had just with noodles that I got off your Instagram page, which was easy, and the kids loved it. So I was just like, okay, this is great. I can follow this forever. But I didn't know anything about you, so I was having a look, and this is not how things started for you. We're in corporate finance, for God's sake.
I know. It's a little different, isn't it?
How did this all come about?
Oh, I think we call it a midlife crisis. I think that's what it boils down to. I used to work pretty hard in my old job, climbing the corporate ladder and all of that. Mm-hmm. And I honestly woke up one day and I thought, why am I putting all this blood, sweat and tears into this soulless company that's owned by I didn't even know who?
Yeah.
And I just wanted to put all that energy into something of my own. So I decided to take the plunge, take a risk. And here we are today.
Clearly, though, I mean, food was a passion for you, or did you try a few other things? You tried crocheting or something first and didn't work out. What happened?
Crochet, I do not even know what that is. No, food has always been a passion of mine. So, I'd get home at 9 o'clock at night and I'd still make something from scratch just to wind down and relax because that's what I enjoy doing. I'm just very fortunate that I was able to turn what I love doing on weekends and in evenings into a job. So
you're the backstory on every MasterChef contestant of all time, basically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually, I just thought that probably is.
Hey Nagi, one of the things that I love when I order Japanese in particular is gyozas. And you were saying that or gozas.
Try again. Yes. You need one more.
Gyoza. One of the things I read that you said your mum makes the best ever. I'm going to say.
Does.
Yeah.
She absolutely does. And you know what? I've eaten a lot of gyoza all across Japan, been to the best ramen shops, specialist gyoza places. Nobody makes it like my mum. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all those Michelin chefs out there. I'm sorry.
So has she passed the secret down to you, or is that...
She has.
Okay.
She has, actually, yeah.
Is there a secret to a good gyoza, or is she just, I don't know, unbelievably skilled? How does it work?
You know what? It's actually not even about technique or anything. It's just the ratio of the meat and the flavorings that she puts in it. She's definitely more generous on the meat than usual. So for me, it's just become the standard, and now no one can rival her gyozas. And it's on my website. So if you want to taste the best gyoza in the world, find it on my website.
There you go.
Brilliant. What I also love is that when we're looking at stuff, and when Nat first showed me Recipe 10 Eats on Instagram, there was stuff that I can make straight away, and it's fast and easy as well. So
you have the ingredients is the other thing.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
It's not weird stuff.
So straight away when you were thinking about putting all this together, did you see that was the plan that was going to be for you?
It wasn't even a plan. It was just instinct, to be honest, because the recipes on my website are genuinely recipes that I cook in my day-to-day life, and I don't tramp across the city to find some obscure gourmet ingredient. So I just cook the recipes that I myself cook, and it turns out, a lot of other people like it too. So,
and the other thing you do is you have a kitchen that cooks meals for underprivileged people as well?
Yeah, I have a food bank. Yeah. So I have 3 chefs that I hired, and they cook meals full time, 5 days a week, and we donate the meals to the less fortunate here in my community.
That's amazing as well. Like, you're really nailing it. It's incredible. And you're going to be on MasterChef tonight as well.
Yes, I'm so nervous. It's my first TV appearance, so I'm very, very nervous.
Nagi.
Okay, it's pretty amazing.
It could be a deer in headlights type situation because I haven't seen the episode.
Yes.
I might walk in and it'll be like, I don't know. I haven't seen it.
No way. We see all the contestants come on there. We know you now. So, but they are amazed by anyone who jumps in who's got, chefs that come on generally. Yeah. But you will be next level. They're going to scream their heads off.
No, I don't even remember. I was so nervous. That's all I remember.
So your job is to set the challenge for them.
Yes,
and then judge the food at the end of it. How's that? Like the actual judging of somebody else's cooking. How does that sit with you?
Delicious. I got to eat all those meals. I was not complaining. I was in my happy space.
I have been following along for some time because, and I would say to people, you need to cook Nagi's recipes because she tests them so ruthlessly. So, there's no sort of doubt, or when you read them, you know it's going to work. I've never had one of your recipes that fail. And you do that a lot. You do test the recipes a lot, don't you?
And you know what? It's actually quite a bit of a talking point, I realise. But to be honest, there's nothing deep and meaningful about it. It's just that I don't want to waste my money on my time.
Yes.
So when I make something of my own
approach.
and it's literally, it's totally selfish. I just want to eat something delicious when I make something. So I just want my recipes to work. And the benefit for you is that I've done the testing.
They work. Yeah. And the other thing you do is you say, if you haven't got that ingredient, you can definitely use this, which is helpful as well.
And again, it's because I nearly have every ingredient I need to make my own darn recipes. So I need to make sure they're flexible and remind myself, I can switch this with that.
A few other cookbook writers could learn a few lessons from you, I reckon.
Hey, Nagi, you must be still pinching yourself every now and then when you wake up and just go, people are actually buying my books. They're checking out my website hand over fist, and I'm now on MasterChef and doing it. It's a strange world when it just keeps flowing, doesn't it, when you reflect?
Yeah, and I think you nailed it. To me, it still doesn't feel real. To think that I'm going to be on a big screen tonight is very, very surreal to me. So, even when I publish every time I publish a new recipe, I still feel like I'm just publishing it to one friend. Yeah. It doesn't feel like I'm talking to so many people. But I'm very lucky because I genuinely love what I do. Well, I love eating what I do. Let's not beat around the bush. It's the eating part I love.
We love eating what you do.
Yeah, that's right. I know you're nailing
it.
We're so happy. And your new book comes out very shortly, doesn't it? That's not too far away at all.
Yeah, it's exciting.
and the book has exclusive recipes that you can't find on your website, doesn't it? So
they're all exclusive. So it's 120 brand new recipes. Yeah.
Hey, Nagi, with that, how do you keep coming up with stuff? Because you think that in my household, we've been stock standard Monday to Friday. You kind of just roll in the same. Yeah, most people
have about 10 that they rotate through.
Until I made you the noodle dish the other day. I think I did a prawn spaghetti. Did you have that on?
Oh, I do. Yes.
That was the other one. I've already rolled that in for Tuesday. That's going to be the dish for Tuesday.
Do the beef fried rice. That's a ripper too.
That will be a winner too. But how do you come up with new stuff? Because, it all seems like it's been done before in my eyes, but it hasn't the way you prepare it.
Yeah, I honestly, for me, coming up with new ideas is never the problem. I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to cook everything I want to cook before I die.
Oh, wow. Wow.
There's endless recipes in the world. It's not about choice. It's just, it's coming up with the ideas is not my problem.
Oh, do you travel and do cooking classes and eat, experiment with the food overseas and that sort of thing? Is that a source of inspiration for you?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think that traveling, like if you are going to be in the food industry and if you do want to be knowledgeable about it, I think travel is absolutely imperative because we live in, what we see here in Australia, it's so diverse compared to other parts of the world, but it's still, there's so much to be learned. So, yeah.
Well, you learn it and then we'll learn it from you.
Yeah,
okay?
That's right. That's the easiest way I can do it.
I'm happy to do the eating and testing for you.
It's so good.
You're a real warrior for us. We appreciate that. Thank you so much for chatting with us this morning. It's been an absolute joy. Give our love to Dozer and we can check out your fine work on MasterChef tonight on Channel 10 at 7:30. Thanks for chatting, Nagi.
Thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Nagi.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
We've got a big issue. On Friday and Saturday, I am opening for Joel Creasy. He's doing his show here at the Regal Theatre. He's amazing. I haven't done stand-up for quite some time.
It's a gutsy effort, Nat.
And Joel has asked me what I want my walkout song to be on. Now, My only experience of walkout songs is when I used to do comedy way back when, before I even started here, so more than 20 years ago.
Okay.
At Wurzel's Comedy Lounge, which used to be at the Hyde Park Hotel. Everybody had the same walkout song, and it was this one. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is a great
So this is easy.
vibey song, right?
Yeah, that's a good song.
So that's what I think of when I think of a walkout song. Obviously, I can't have that one.
Yeah.
Because that one's been taken.
No.
So I need something of that ilk.
Okay, so we've got a lot of callers going to get involved in a second. Here is one that we thought about might be a good one too, because this has got a great vibe. Yeah! He doesn't have a trombone!
There's a big, big sound from the west of the town. It's the sound
I mean,
of the mighty giant.
I'll be honest, I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
It's so good and random. See, that's a good starting point. So random.
That is really solid. Okay, let's see what people have got to suggest to us. Julie, hello.
Hello, how you going?
All right,
Julie.
Jules, help me out here. What is your suggestion for a play-on song?
Goddamn right, it's a beautiful day by the Eels.
By the Eels. Okay, Harry, have you got that for us?
Got a bit for you. Yeah. Is this it?
Look,
It's a
I feel
lower
like
vibe.
you've got to be smoking a joint or something to be able to then just cruise into this one.
It's a bit of a cool vibe, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
got a
it's
cool
cool.
vibe.
I think it might be too cool for me.
Yeah,
I
too
think, Jules.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Thank
don't
you,
know.
though. Thanks for the
I don't know.
suggestion.
We don't know what Nat's doing backstage though, because she'd be right into it, pulling a few bongs or something.
Yeah, that's totally on brand for me. Totally. All right, Tash, hello.
Good morning, everybody.
All right, Tash, help me out. What should I walk on to?
You need to go on to Powerful Women, the Pitbull 9 to 5 Dolly Parton remix.
Oh,
Now you're talking.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
Mr.
I
Worldwide.
don't hate this either.
No.
This is a good suggestion.
Hey! I think we found a good one. We've got a few more suggestions, but
Yeah.
wow, that's in
All
the
right,
running.
solid contender, Tash. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ryan's in Maylands. Morning, Ryan.
Morning, how you going?
Hey, good
Great,
Ryan.
What's your suggestion for me?
Well, it's a Joel Creasy audience, so I thought maybe Padam Padam, that'd get the gays fired up.
Get him on board.
Does it fire them up though? I know they all love it, and Kylie's like the banner person.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it fires them up. For
Yeah,
sure.
look,
It fires
we're
up.
looking at one now. He looks, I mean, he's
Oh, yeah,
saluting.
he's saluting like it's the national anthem. The national anthem. Take your hat off, for God's sake,
I
when
mean,
you're hearing this song.
Padam, it's about a heartbeat, and my heart will be racing at that point.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
guess, it fits that way. I like what Ryan's thinking, though. He's pandering to the audience
Yes.
rather than it being about me.
Yep.
It's about the audience, so that's solid. Shaz in North Perth, hello.
Good morning, Nat.
Great, Shaz. Now, what have you got for me? What do you reckon?
I think Chelsea Dago by the Fratellis.
I don't know this.
This
Let's
song's
turn it
never
up.
been...
Do I know
Dance
this?
song. It's a dance
Oh,
song.
it's a dance song. Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, 180! Jockey Wilson!
That's actually a really good suggestion too, Shaz. And
And
then
then
if all
I
else
think
fails,
I think a
Yeah.
great pair of shoes there as well, just to match the opening line.
go pair of shoes, nice. And I can, if things are going badly, I'll just start throwing darts at people.
Yeah, everyone's into that. Come out with a mohawk. I love
What
it.
do you reckon? They're good contenders,
Yeah, a couple of
aren't
good
they?
ones there. Good on you,
Thanks,
Shaz.
Shaz.
I think it's settled.
Can somebody mix
Come on,
Chelsea
Toby Green.
Daggers with this?
I can arrange that.
That's the greatest mashup of all time. That's
Well, some
great.
absolute beauties. We are talking about
I
the double
know.
pass to Joel Creasy, which we're going to give away now. We get to see Nat perform at the beginning, which is fantastic.
Or come a little bit late and miss me. I don't mind.
You know, Shaz had a really good one. I do like that, but I'm going to go back to Tash because I think that could be your song, Nat.
The Pitbull remix
Dolly
of 9 to
Parton. 5.
5.
Working 9 to 5.
I mean, also great, although I don't work 9 to 5.
No, you certainly
and this
don't.
will be after 5. So just from a chronological point of view, it's not going to be accurate. Does that matter?
No, fake
I'm a
it till you
stickler
make
for
it,
the
mate.
facts.
Fake it till you make it.
All right, so Tash is coming
Yeah,
along.
Tash has gone along. Check out Joel Creasy and Natalie. Thanks, Julie, Ryan, and Shaz,
There's
of
still a
course, for
few
their
tickets
suggestions.
left on Friday if you want to come along,
Yeah, we put a
livenation.com.au.
poll up, have we, Sam? We've got a poll up.
So
Check it out
a
on our
suggestion
socials.
box on our socials, so please throw your suggestions my way.
And if you certainly like the GWS song,
It does get you up and about, doesn't it? It really does. That's so good.
Get on board.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Time to catch up with an absolute legend of the comedy world. That makes her sound like she's old. She's not. She's bringing her show, Not Here to Put Socks on Centipedes, to Perth on August 17. It's at Heath Ledger Theatre. Fancy. Tickets from comedy.com.au.
Nat, I was just having a look too. They've added Mel's added shows as well.
She's
That's
a big deal.
Yes, she's
Mel
big.
Buttle, come on down. Hello.
G'day. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Mel.
Awesome title to the show, Mel.
No, this is. You guys are my favourite show that I do.
Oh,
Come
how
on.
many times have you said that this
Yeah,
morning?
yeah.
And I've just finished saying that to 4 other people.
Yes.
But no, I mean it to you. No, you guys are amazing. You're fun. And you don't try and trick me. You don't go, oh, but Mel, we got you in this morning and there's a snake under the table. Like, it's just good old-fashioned proper Perth
Don't look
radio.
under the table.
Yeah. Oh, Mel, by the way, we did have a snake in here at one stage and
Yes.
Nat left the room.
We have done that. I refuse to be in the same room as that, Mel, because like you, I hate snakes and I would not go on I'm a Celebrity,
No,
Get Me Out of Here either,
I
even though
couldn't do
you
that.
did go on it, but that's why you left.
Oh, I did. I went on it for 45 minutes.
Yes.
I got my money and I left. Yeah, that was a good time. Yeah.
Hey, Mel, we're joined this morning by Caitlin Bassett, Australia's greatest ever netballer. She's taking over Nathan's position, so
Just for today.
yeah.
Yes.
Good
Yes.
morning.
A
Look,
netballer, a sports person on the radio. There you go.
Yeah.
Who would have
coming
thought?
for
Scary.
our job. Maybe I should get into swimming or something.
give it a crack. Why not? I reckon you'd be okay.
I'm not bad, actually. Thank you.
You would have played
Support.
netball as a junior, wouldn't you?
No, I was a big tomboy in netball. The girls who played netball and I didn't get on, so I didn't want to hang out with the two Stacys and Lisa and Larissa. So I was a big soccer, T-ball sort of a young lady.
I love to. Hey, when you were living over here, and I know you were a bit older then, but did you get involved in any of the sports that were hanging around just to meet people and hang out?
Sports? No, I would eat a bowl of chips at a pub and make eye contact with people to make new friends. That was my special skill. No, I got my mates in Perth through comedy,
Yeah.
where I met, Claire Hooper,
Hoops.
Mike Goldstein, Xavier Michaelides, all these Perth legends.
Yeah.
You didn't mention Rove. He wouldn't be happy.
He would have been gone by then, yeah.
Rove, John McManus, as he's known, was long gone, yeah.
That's great. Love to hear that.
I love it. You and Shaun are the only two people in the world that call him John, Mel, by the way.
Well, I, one night it came out at this winery gig, that's his real name, and I was like, well, let's not muck around. We're all nearly 50. Why don't we just go by our real names? Like, I'm not insisting you call me Mindy Moo, which is what my mum called me when I was 4.
That's gold. Hey, Mel, earlier on we're talking because Nat's doing...
I'm making a return to the stand-up stage after, roughly 20 years, Mel. Opening for Joel Creasy Friday, Saturday, when he's doing his gigs here.
So we're talking about walk-on songs. Do you have one?
I really like The Look by Roxette. That gets me pumped up.
Yes.
And that's who is in my audience. I used to have hip-hop and, like rap and stuff, and I just looked out in the audience and everyone's, in three-quarter length white pants and a Miller's blouse. And I thought, you don't want to hear Beyonce, you want to hear Roxette. And then everyone was a lot happier.
I feel like there is pressure working in commercial radio for you to have like the latest hit song to walk out
so
to.
I have like a TikTok hit,
yeah,
for example.
like a bit of Dasher or something like that, just to come out to. But really, the world is your... Oh,
Bit of
this is a
na-na-na-na.
good song.
And obviously I have to factor in, Mel, the fact that this is a Joel Creasy audience. So that may skew it a
I
little.
reckon if I was looking for a walk-on track for you for that show, I'd be looking at your classic divas. I'd be looking at your Whitneys, Mariah, that sort of area. Surely that would make that audience happy,
Well,
if I had to assume.
I mean, I know that, I don't want to stereotype, but somebody else did ring and say Padam Padam by Kylie.
Yeah, we had that one. We had the Pitbull and Dolly Parton remix.
Yes.
That would be good.
I think you just want something that is upbeat and happy. Also, it's only going to go. How long is it going to take you to get out there? You'll be keen to get on the mic after a 20-year break, I'd imagine. You'll be running.
You won't start talking. You just want to tell everything in one go.
Yeah, I've got 20 years worth of stuff to get off my chest.
You know when you go over to your parents for a conversation and all of a sudden they just blurt everything out?
This thing happened in 2008. Yeah, we're just going to go through chronologically.
And then I found $20. That's how you
Yeah,
end it in
yeah,
30
exactly.
days. Yeah.
Joel's booked you to do a 3-hour set before him. Is that right?
Yeah,
To get it all off your chest? Right.
He said 15 to 20, but I think he meant 3 hours, yeah.
I think he meant 15 to 20 hours. And I guess.
It's a hostage
Hey,
situation.
Mel, when you're putting a show together, in terms of length, are you timing yourself when you are putting it together before we actually see it? How does it work?
Yeah, so you want it to sit around the 1 hour mark. The problem is if you go later, you ruin the next person's show, and the theatre staff go, well, I was meant to have my dinner break now, and because you've waffled on for too long, then they're in a grumpy mood, which is the last thing I want. I can't handle any form of conflict. So, I have a few trial runs, some practices, and I see how long it goes for. And I reckon this is my tip. If you've got about 50 minutes, because the show goes for 1 hour, by the time you get the tour up and running, you'll have filled in the extra 10 with a bit of hello, Perth, who here's been to Dome lately. You know, that's
Shutting down the hecklers,
And
any
also-
babies in the crowd.
And don't forget you've got to pause for the laughter, right, Mel?
Of course.
hold for laughter, have a drink, wait for it to die down.
Standing
wait for people
ovations.
to regain their composure before I press on with my genius thoughts about my dog. Yeah.
Yes, let them wipe the tears away, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Mel, I went to see Seinfeld on the weekend, and before the show we're getting drinks and someone said, is there an intermission? And I had to laugh. Would you ever have an intermission in a comedy show, do you reckon?
No, because then you lose all the momentum that you've... Also, do we really need a break? Like, it's not like we're sports people. We stand there and talk for 1 hour. I'm not fatigued after 60 minutes. I don't need a rest.
You don't need a gel shot to get you through.
Quick ice bath afterwards to cool down.
So what's the gist of your new show, Not Here to Put Socks on Centipedes, Mel?
Well, I guess the title is a more polite version of another saying we have in Australia about spiders.
Yes.
Which I won't say. So that's kind of the vibe of the show, which is, here it is, I don't really care, this is what I think, too bad.
Yes.
But also, if I was trying to be an artist and win an award, it would be a bit more of a comparison between the childhood that my son is currently having and my 80s childhood when you went to the dump and played with asbestos.
Yes.
That's right.
We all did.
And we all lived.
We all survived, yeah.
You're 100% right. We're on board already, Mel. Well done.
Well, as my mum says, you turned out all right. I'm like, well, I do stand-up comedy for a living. Do you think that's all right? Really?
Is that what you wanted from me?
Oh, is this your dream? Oh, she's flying to Dubbo to do 10 minutes at an RSL. My daughter's a success story.
Oh, yeah, there's a cheap palmy on offer, so that's cool.
And Mel, how's Lynn going, your alter ego?
She's great. I haven't done heaps of Lynn videos. I've been absolutely flat out looking after a toddler, which, I don't recommend it. But no, she's good. People are still very hungry for Lynn on the internet.
I bet.
And what they do is they remember stuff that I've forgotten, and then they catch me out. They go, but Lynn said you didn't get Jessie until 1995. And I'm like, oh, God. It's like none of it's real, and I just make it all up as I go.
Yeah, it's like that.
Don't fact
Who would have thought?
No fact checking when it comes to Lynn. Far out.
No, please don't remember anything. But no, Lynn's fun, and Lynn, my audience is now Lynn. So
yes,
they obviously see themselves in Lynn, this 50, 60-year-old mum character I do, and then they go, oh, that's me. I'm going to come to your show. Sucked in because the show is just me. There's no Lynn.
Lynn is nowhere to be seen. Don't come for Lynn. Come for Mel.
Okay.
That's right. And there's no refunds. Too late. But I appreciate it because I'd love to go to Fiji at some point. But thank you. Yes.
Okay, no worries. Well, everybody buy tickets to Not Here to Put Socks on Centipedes, starring the one and only Mel Butler. Comedy.com.au. She's hitting up the Heath Ledger Theatre, which is a little bit fancy pants, to be honest, Mel, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, it's lovely.
It is. It's beautiful. August 17. Check her out. Always a good laugh, a good chuckle. Thanks so much. If you need someone to open for you, Mel, totes available.
I can't afford to pay you, unfortunately, and I'll see how you go with Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get some feedback.
See what the
actually.
reviews are.
All right, no worries. Well, at least I know I'll have a good play-on song. Thanks so much, Mel.
Thank you.
See you, Mel.
Love your work.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.